exploitative individual. I will plot on you. That's right. And that's why I'm going into season 11. And he's changing Pampers.
So it looks like Kelvin Hunter, aka Kevin Hunter, Wendy Williams' ex-husband, is going to have to find a job because the judge just denied his request to resume alimony payments.
Now, Kelvin has been trying to get money from every which way, including Wendy Williams' pockets, and the judge has since said,
Wendy Williams is soaring to new heights, and it's well-deserved, as she has just won one of her life's worst battles. Not only that, her strategic response to her ex-husband's infidelity and legal ambush has won 1 million hearts. Finally, she has broken free from the voodoo hoodoo of Kevin Hunter and his mistress. Don't worry, we have all the juicy details, so let's get into it. Well, we all know from the recent media tabloids, Wendy Williams has been fighting tooth and nail through the legalities to keep her money safe from the scavengers Aka Hunter and Sharina. Now, look how the tables have turned. The soulmates are scraping for every penny they can get their hands on and might actually be out of their house soon. Fate and karma have been working against him from the looks of it.
So it looks like Kevin Hunter, aka Kelvin Hunter, Wendy Williams' ex-husband, his karma has finally come, because he's claiming in new court documents that he is about to be foreclosed on because his payments, his alimony checks, have run dry.
After the ex-TV show host stopped showering alimony checks on Kevin and his mistress, he decided to take Wendy to court. In his legal documents, Kevin adopted to play the victim card, claiming, "My life has been greatly affected since the plaintiff stopped making payments under our settlement agreement. The fact that I am unable to sustain my life and pay my bills in order is extremely emergent to me," Kevin said. "I cannot pay my bills and sustain my day-to-day living." Kevin has been selfish to the bitter end, crying over his problems while seemingly blind to Wendy's.
Wendy Williams' ex, Kevin Hunter, demands to have monthly payments resume despite her recent financial problems.
Looks like karma has finally caught up to Kevin, and things are starting to move in Wendy's favor. But the court seems to have a different opinion on the case in point, as the judge ordered that Wendy's financial guardian will not be required to resume writing the man's alimony checks, according to court documents obtained by the U.S. Sun. Since the court determined that Kevin's motion was not emergent, he ordered to have it dismissed without prejudice. Things are not looking bright for the alleged soulmate couple. Kevin had been living a cushioned life thanks to Wendy, but that is going to change now. It is time for Wendy's ex-husband to buckle up, cause Wendy ain't gonna spoon feed him anymore. When you think that this fiasco has reached its conclusion, something else springs up. Now, the judiciary has announced that the divorced couple has to participate in binding arbitration. However, Kevin's fight for Wendy's money is not completely over. As the order stated,
the parties are to participate in binding arbitration, the judge said. The issues surrounding the severance payments and the QDRO, Qualified Domestic Relations Order, are disputed and therefore need to be mediated.
So, it looks like the court has given Kevin a little leeway to take the case to mediation, which essentially means the case is closed in this particular court. You might recall that the clause added by Wendy in the divorce settlement stated, if, for any reason, Wendy's contract with Talk WW is not renewed or is otherwise suspended, canceled, or terminated, and Wendy does not have any other television show being aired and paying her an equivalent salary, Kevin understands and agrees that all severance payments shall be subject to either termination or modification. This clever clause did not get caught by Kevin's lawyers, and Wendy was able to cut the parasitic ex-husband without much hassle. On the other hand, Wendy Williams' ongoing illnesses, including Graves' disease and lymphedema, delayed the launch of season 12. Consequently, the production decided to terminate her contract. The ex-TV star's Wells Fargo accounts were frozen under the account of suspect financial exploitation, dementia, or undue influence. And here goes 10 points to Wendy and her legal team. The rumors have it that Kevin played a vital role in the frozen Fargo incident. Tisa tells us some interesting facts to share.
Right? Kevin is the reason I believe that Wendy's accounts even got frozen. Let's not forget what triggered it. The son went to the bank with Kevin's lawyer. Kevin's lawyer was trying to get something done. The bank triggered a fraud response, right?
His actions are biting him back because now he is broke, out of the house, and cherry on the top. The judge had also denied his plea. Looks like Kevin's delusions of grandeur have come crashing down. He thought his alimony checks were safe and sound, but little did he know, Wendy has other plans. This is a total win for her and a major loss for Kevin. And let's just say, the fans are loving the spectacle of watching Kevin get his comeuppance. It's a real you can't make this up kind of situation. And this is what Charlamagne Thought God has to say about the situation.
No damn hunters.
Hunting season is over. All right, do you think people give a damn if Wendy's last name is Hunter? You should have took the last name Williams. All right? If you think people didn't respect you when you was with Wendy, how do you think they're gonna feel about you now? Okay? All the more reason you should have been kissing Wendy's feet.
Based on these harsh remarks, it does seem like Wendy was rather generous to Kevin in lieu of what he had put her through. A fan concludes, "Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. She is neither bitter nor petty. Matter of fact, she was incredibly generous. Kevin and Sharina deserve to experience all the suffering they put Wendy through. They are beyond impressed by the far-sighted solution Wendy came up with to get her out of this situation. Her genius is simply mind-blowing. Based on all this, I think she's a genius. It seems like all the stuff she has been through leading up to her no longer being on the show and after the show was planned. Things have been very quiet for her lately. She did it in a way that made it hard for anyone to say she can continue working to still pay him. Genius, straight genius." Keeping aside the public opinion, Kevin Hunter has boasted that he was the main reason for the WW show's popularity. He has also sued the production company for wrongful termination of his contract. His attorney stated, "Kevin Hunter was one of the reasons behind the Wendy Williams show's tremendous success, and everything seemed to go south after he left. Mr. Hunter was unlawfully terminated solely due to his marital status to Wendy, which is contrary to human rights laws in NYC. If his claims are to be entertained, many questions will arise. The most important question is that if he is so adept at what he does, why does he not apply and show his skills at another show or production company?" The YouTuber has laid it all straight out there as he directly addresses Kevin. "Even though you claim to be the mastermind behind the scenes and made all the stuff for Wendy, why are you not able to do it again? Are you not able to get financial security on your own? You have worked with Wendy for years, and with that salary along with the daytime talk show you started, you should have some money strapped up, right? Then how have you been spending that money for years?" Well, Kevin is yet to respond to these questions. As we have already guessed, there is little to no chance that Kevin is getting a job anytime soon. The ex-husband then went to Instagram to post a message that indicates that he has finally realized what he has done and how bad the consequences can be, saying, "I am coming to realize that being ungrateful is a disease and that only God can heal. That's why you receive blessings regardless of a person's actions." He doesn't forget anything. He further dropped a little bomb of his own about the future of his relationship with his mistress, Wendy Williams' ex-husband Kelvin Hunter, saying he is not going to get married to his girlfriend, but she is his soulmate. After this stunt, if there is no trouble in paradise, it would be unbecoming. Well, in contrast to the troublesome future foreseen for her ex-husband, Wendy has many plans for her future. It is being said that she will be starting her podcast after all the dust has settled down. In an interview with WBLS radio personality Just Nick, she said she loved doing her show, but was ready to do something new with my life. It was really becoming a burden after 14 years. She further revealed that she was suffering from some swelling in her feet, so she would like to take some time to relax, see new things, and do things she did not do when she was young. Fans are eagerly waiting for Wendy to start her podcast. Wendy is often imitated but never duplicated. She is very much missed on daytime TV. She brought so much joy to so many. Looking forward to her podcast. Another emotional fan commented, "I'm in tears. I've been looking for updates on Wendy for over a year now, and this popped up in my sidebar tonight. I can't express just how happy I am to see her in a good space, with health and happiness, thinking of her new beginnings. Whatever platform she chooses for her podcast, I will be there. The future is looking really bright for Wendy and her other projects." But Kevin is yet to take action on his utter defeat in the case. That's it for today, folks. Until next time, goodbye.